Yes, guys, so we are finally back. We have finally made it to another reaction on this BrBpTV, guys. I'll be dropping 2 reactions. The other one already on Mr. Lick's reaction, guys. Definitely look for that link in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And of course, welcome to each and every one of you guys for definitely tuning into another vibrations. I do appreciate you guys, and of course, guys, don't forget to do what? Smash that like button. I would appreciate it. Click the thumbs up button right there, and then helping the algorithm to push these videos further and further out there. Of course, guys, with that said it right there, let us get into the vibrations, for which we're gonna bring forth none other than Mr. Lennox Linton to you guys right there and then. And it has some interesting stuff that he has to let loose, brothers and sisters, bring forth to the people. And of course, I will bring it forth to you guys as well, guys. Take a listen to that vibrations, and of course, give your thoughts as well on this, what he has to say right there.
Carnival 2024, thanks to the creative musical genius of youth, we seem to be coming to terms with the painful, inconvenient truth that
we don't have the money. We don't have the money to cover the costs.
Why is this a culture in Dominica right now, brothers and sisters? Because we have created a new culture. Now, guys, when I was growing up as a little youth, all the way to where I am right now, brothers and sisters, well, not all the way to where I am. I remember when Dominica was going down the drain, to the point where I know Dominica received the maximum amount of money due to the CBI program. And then you're asking yourselves, based on the kind of monies that we receive, you expect to actually see things going on in the community, which of course was not taking place. What we saw was buildings being built because the people apparently could not do it themselves. Apartments being built for people, while the government is taking $60,000 to $70,000 every month on the people's back. So it is either we don't have the money, or we have the money and the money is being redirected to somewhere else. That is the only thing that comes to mind, because you cannot tell me you're giving a prime minister $60,000 to $70,000 a month to stay in a mansion while he's preparing his own mansion himself to stay in. This is interesting stuff. And in an economy that is not doing well, there's no baseline when it comes down to, hey, Dominica can actually produce this amount and make this certain amount and have some sort of, you know, some level of calculating or weighing to see how the success of Dominica is doing. We don't have factories, we don't have number of surplus in Dominica to send out to know, okay, guys, we can actually capitalize on this and capitalize on that. None of this stuff. It is like it's non-existent. So people are asking the question, where is the monies? Apparently you have no monies because we owe how much schools monies, brothers and sisters. Hey, la. Anyways, let's continue right there.
everybody brooks. Mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, teacher, police, doctor, nurse, public servants, farmer, fisherman, carpenter, mason, plumber, bus driver, truck driver, private sector workers, business people, everybody broke.
Toot moon.
Moon.
Everybody broke, brothers and sisters. Actually saw a song of a young boy singing about that. Brothers and sisters, I'll be reacting to that video and some other stuff as well in the next Mr. Lick's reaction, guys. So definitely look forward for that a bit later on today. It's vital information, brothers and sisters. Remember when the Prime Minister was saying what your mother and your father couldn't do for you? Well, apparently they literally made it happen. So your mother and your father couldn't do nothing for you. They literally made it happen. Brothers and sisters, sometimes you hear people talking about certain things. They mention certain things and you wonder about why that person say that for her. But then in reality, when it comes on a few months later or even years later, brothers and sisters, the same thing that person was saying is actually happening. What your mother and your father couldn't do for you or cannot do for you, we will do for you. So they take out the ability because your mother broke, your father broke. You say, we bought you, okay, my mother and my father broke. My auntie broke. Everybody broke, brothers and sisters. That is as a direct relation to the economy, yet still we're still giving Prime Minister $60,000 to $70,000. Let me continue, guys.
Brooks.
We don't have the money.
Only one man is not Brooks, and that one man is the head of government with responsibility to collect and to spend the people's money.
I wonder who that is, boy. I wonder who that is.
One man who in plain sight, right before our eyes, made the country a one-man wealth.
Literally, that is a literal statement. The man come in and tell people about, oh, I can send my people overseas and all kind of thing. I can do this, I can do that. And telling people about fridge. He telling the people, his own people, don't go and buy fridge that making ice. You can tell people not to go and buy fridge that making ice because you know for a fact that they cannot afford it and therefore would have to go for a higher purchase. You created the environment for them. You have how much fridge in how much refrigerator in your apartment or in your rental accommodation? How much of them? Yet you're telling people, brothers and sisters, to go back to cooler and have to use salt and boy, something to tell the people, boy. Yes, Lord. Anyways, let's continue.
With a passport production factory for the benefit of colonizers.
What?
Wait a while. Wait, let me bring that back a little.
Right before our eyes made the country a one-man wealth with a passport production factory for the benefit of colonizers.
What kind of Dominica do you want for your children? Will it be a free, independent, progressive Dominica? Or will it be a passport production factory? A passport production factory for a group of colonizers whose only interest is to make money.
But that's what SKERRIT did. You see what I just mentioned a while ago, guys? When they're saying what they're going to do to you, the man is literally saying, people, what do you want? You want Dominica to be free? Or are you going to let Dominica become a place where it's passport that being sold and just for passport being sold for just for the colonizers to make monies? And when you look at who the colonizers are, brothers and sisters, it's your very own people that colonizing you. Boy, we can no longer say we blaming the white man, you know. It's our own people that colonizing you. Because I heard the Prime Minister himself say, if not CBI, what else? Yet still he come in a statement like this. This is his words, you know, brothers. It's not my words that they, you know.
A passport production factory.
Bring it back.
With a passport production factory.
Listen carefully here, guys.
What kind of Dominica do you want for your children?
What kind of Dominica do you want for your little ones?
Children. Will it be a free, independent, progressive Dominica?
Will it be free, independent, progressive Dominica? Is that the state of Dominica, guys? Really and truly, honestly, talk to me. Talk to me. Is it free, independent Dominica, brothers and sisters? Is it free? Is it truly high? Is Dominica truly free? And then he mentions another part to it, you know, guys. The very part that he's doing to Dominica.
Dominica. Or will it be a passport production factory?
The Prime Minister himself say, if not CBI, what else? And come in and tell the people, you want free Dominica or you want it to be a passport selling destination for colonizers?
Passport production factory for a group of colonizers whose only interest is to make money.
That is the only interest, brothers and sisters. With the amount of monies, I think it's OCCRP or there's people that deal with corruption and found the link to Dominica when it comes down to corruption and came and started exposing the whole thing, stating the amount of passports that was sold or is alleged to have been sold. It seems there's way more passports that were sold. It's just unaccounted for, brothers and sisters. Which makes sense why a set of criminals had Dominica passports. Which makes sense on the basis of the understanding that people in the Middle East were creating their own Dominican passports and selling it much cheaper. Remember when Annette brought out the whole situation and Annette Sanford asked the Prime Minister about the videos and things we saw circulating? You remember that? They were creating fake Dominican passports and selling, from my understanding, brothers and sisters. Fake Dominican passports. This is why we had to switch or quickly switch to the new passports, brothers and sisters. Remember there was a time frame they gave and they push up the time frame? You remember? Oh, I see. And now because of the whole hoopla caused by the very leaders themselves, the UK had to ban Dominica from visa free. Ban it. Literally ban it. To the point where people were going to apply for visas to go UK and they were banning them.
He told us we could not do anything to build our country but to sell our passports.
CBI, that we. And the man coming and ask if you want a free Dominica. A free independent progressive Dominica, the man telling you. And he doing the same thing. Talking about the colonizers. Who are the colonizers, brothers and sisters? We need to listen. Tupac said it very much, you know. We must hold our leaders accountable to the things that they say. Tupac that said that. So if Tupac said that you don't know about Dominica, that should tell you something about the world, brothers and sisters. And when our leaders being influenced by other people who are doing corruption in the world, brothers, what do you expect to happen to little Dominica, especially when people hoping and praying that the PM is on their side? He's not. The evidence is clear.
When they destroy this goose, the CBI program, what will they bring forward to underwrite the cost of developing this country?
When they dish boy that prime minister do easy, I suspect the prime minister doesn't know what he's saying, you know. He doesn't know what he's saying from time to time. Because he come back and say, if you destroy the goose, the same CBI goose that he talk about Dominica being free or Dominica being used for a passport selling nation. Boy, that means what?
The CBI program, what will they bring forward to underwrite the cost?
That's what he's saying in another way, you know. Initially was, if not CBI, what else? Then he come in and say that same thing in another way.
When they destroy this goose, the CBI program, what will they bring forward to underwrite the cost of developing this country?
You create how much money is. When I looking at the budget, brothers and sisters, and you see how much money was allocated for agriculture and a number of things, and how much money was used for these things, it's non-existent. How many of you put in $15 million to agriculture, which I think is very, very small, and you only using about 1.9 or 2.6 million dollars of it, and you expect progress to happen? Yet still on the office of the Prime Minister receiving how much donkey money?
What's the alternative? What's the
agriculture? Developing agriculture. You can ask any economist in the world who knows anything about Dominica. I've met a few of them, and they keep asking me, Stellix, but what's going on with the agricultural sector in Dominica? That is what should be used. That's why it should be pushed. The world is in need of food, shortage of food. Dominica can supply that. Make different products. It's not just supplying the raw materials to other countries. We can make the products themselves too. Finding markets. Me places in, they're selling here to China. We can go on top of a mountain and just bottle air, brothers and sisters, air running out now. Bottle air and send that to China. Make a set of money. I remember at one point in time, I believe China came down to Dominica and set up a water business in Dominica. And then people checking, I think they had to buy out that company. China come in Dominica to set up water. We had 3 bottles of water, you know. Lubier, Tuapito still existed, and we had a Chinese one. Oh, you forget? Okay. Boy.
What's the alternative to finance the development of our country?
The man makes so much money, record-breaking numbers of money through CBI. Record-breaking, my brothers and sisters. You expect things to be better today? Boy, I tell you, we owing how much people, how much money, boy. Schools have to be calling Dominica back to front. I remember at one point in time, the school was calling Dominica, and Dominica just wasn't answering the phone, boy. How much emails been sent, and Dominica was just not answering. To the point where the I think it's the mayor, hey la, when your own people abandon you and other strangers coming in to foot the bill for you, to at least keep you there, because they know it was a good reflection on them, because Dominicans tend to do well in the school. So when they look at the track record, they say, what? They can't believe that their own prime minister would do that to them. I know, I used to talk to the people. And boy, look things in that place that we. And you wonder why there's no progress taking place. The very progress that the Prime Minister talking about, free, independent, and progressive Dominica. Brothers and sisters, what in Dominica has progressed now? What? It's a sad thing to say. We in 2024, brothers and sisters, still the same thing we were uttering 10 years ago and 15 years ago. That is a long time, boy. Yes, sir.
Over 40,000 passports, made over $9.1 billion.
$9.1 billion,
$9,100 million, and he gave a foreigner full control of $6.4 billion.
The same foreigner that doesn't want to hand over the money today. Boy, look things in that place, You selling the citizens' birthright to make money. You say, if not CBI, what else? You selling it, you make somebody overseas handle that. Think the person is your best friend. You bring back about, let's say, $3 billion to Dominica from the CBI. And most of it stayed overseas under somebody that building all kind of buildings in Dubai. Not true? Oh, okay. And we wonder why we cannot pay things. If not CBI, what else, brothers and sisters? If you bring down a set of money, brothers and sisters, to do certain things in Dominica, if you bring down a set of money to do things in Dominica, brothers and sisters, and not all you bring down, you bring down probably like a quarter of it, brothers and sisters, 25%, or less, 20%, matter of fact. You bring down 20% to do things in an entire country, and the rest, 80%, is being handled by one man overseas. The citizens' birthright, we. Boy, that is something else, we boy. It's like me having things in my house and somebody say, okay, they want to sell it for me. I say, okay, well, handle it, sell it. The person make the money is they make $100 million and they only give me $20 million from things that in my house, we. You don't even say you will collect the 20% and give me the 80%. You holding the 80% and give me the 20% from things in my house, we.
$6,400 million.
Go back a little, brothers and sisters.
Of 6.4.
The development of our country.
We sold over 40,000 passports, made over $9.1 billion, $9,100 million, and he gave a foreigner full control of $6.4 billion, $6,400 million of.
I just wonder if Dominicans know what happening. I just wonder if Dominicans know what happening to them, eh? But then again, I understand the psychology of the mind, brothers and sisters. People constantly wanting things and then they're not really seeing progress, so they themselves give up. So they are allowing whatever to happen to them to just continue. They don't want to be consistent in the fight against for their own survival, their own betterment, their own progress, brothers and sisters. They don't want to. Boy, that is truly something else.
Sport money, and that foreigner is depriving us of our money and spending our money as though it belongs to him.
Only don't hear that. Only didn't hear that.
Of our passport.
Only didn't hear that.
$100 million, and he gave a foreigner full control of $6.4 billion, $6,400 million of our passport money, and that foreigner is depriving us of our money and spending our money as though it belongs to him. So everybody Brooks.
If you don't laugh, brothers, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Eh? If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Like, Dominicans don't know what's happening to them, eh? They're hoping for brighter, just like the Ted Kalbas, Dennis Charles. That is the most insane kind of thing that have no connection to reality whatsoever. Not even 1% of it, of what Mamselle was saying, made any connection to living reality, brothers and sisters. I say living reality because it have to be in her mind. Boy, she have a mental problem. Does Dennis Charles have a mental problem? She have to have a mental problem. But what I think, brothers and sisters, I think they're telling the PAL reps to make it, to pretend you getting your money and whatnot, make sure you make Dominica look good. Even though they know that Dominica is not good, they have to make sure that they tell the people, hey, no man, Dominica economy doing well. As if you're blind and foolish. Hey, boy, for you to believe people that the economy doing well, you have to be foolish. To believe what somebody's telling you, even though there's no sort of objective reality on what that person is saying, you have to be foolish. Then they're telling their constituency people, the people in their constituency, they're telling them, brothers and sisters. Boy, I tell you. And the people just believe in it. Imagine that.
The government owe people that owe people that owe people. Imagine, according to the report of the Director of Audit, we closed the financial year 2021-2022 with $121.7 million of unpaid checks.
Unpaid checks. You think that is the what is the word I'm giving you? You think that is the right, or that is the responsibility that the government should carry? To be owing of unpaid checks, brothers and sisters. I wonder if the checks them does bounce. Well, it have to bounce. I remember the same thing they talk about putting airport funds, and we have to then go and sell passport again to build airport.
Providers and citizens of this country $121.7 million for which checks were written but could not be issued because the government was broke. Value of unpaid checks 2022. Local institutions, $9.9 million. Individuals, $6.9 million. Firms and merchants, $25.7 million. And hear this, firms and merchants for projects funded by CBI passport money, $69.2 million worth of unpaid checks.
Why you think brothers and sisters, we talk about the cricket stadium? That is what I will never. I trying to make sense out of that situation. The contractor in January 2023 stated that the lights in the stadium would be organized by June of 2023. June, July, here about. Give or take, say August, Miss Ami. August. The Prime Minister keep talking about, oh, we need to bring cricket to Dominica and all these kind of things there. Telling the citizens we need to bring cricket to Dominica. Dominica finally get the chance to host a World Cup. World Cup. Not a normal game, no, brothers and sisters. World Cup, we. And not even Lights America going to host the cricket too. They changed the stadium that I was building in Albany, brothers and sisters. It's connected around that area. And they bring it to New York. They figure a number of Caribbean people who are down there, so they decide they want to bring it down there. Which makes sense. Brothers and sisters, them people, they probably just start to build this stadium. The entire stadium they're going to build for cricket in June or July, whenever it is, brothers and sisters. Dominica have a stadium already. The lights. The lights it have to organize. Pay the contractor. Well, I don't know if they paid the contractor, but told the contractor to do, Then they was trying to do things behind the contractors. I'm back. Behind his back. Himself don't know what on earth is going on. But when I think it's Matt that asked him an important question. Do you think who could answer that question? He stated the Prime Minister will be able to answer the question. Because he himself has no idea. How you telling the people you want to prepare and, hey guys, let's bring cricket to Dominica? You paid for the cricket team to come to Dominica. Because it seems like Dominica was a sponsor for one of them games. To bring cricket to Dominica. Dominica had the ample opportunity. How much money was it now? 3.9 or 6 point something million dollars to host 2 games. And Dominica Prime Minister does make that go. And all, you're not asking no question as to why that is, brothers and sisters. There's something happening behind closed doors, brothers and sisters, that they're not telling the people. We have an idea. We have heard from people overseas who have connections with what is going on. But it seems like the people just don't care. The amount of people that could have benefited as a result of this. Not just for e-commerce purposes, brothers and sisters. But for the fun of the game itself. Putting Dominica on the map when it comes down to these kind of things. Cricket is being seen. Cricket is more, brothers and sisters, cricket, more people watch cricket than basketball, right? You know that? More people across the world watch cricket over basketball. With all these stars and these kind of things in basketball, hey, LeBron and Steph Curry and Dwayne Wade and all these people there, brothers and sisters. More people watch cricket than basketball, than NFL. Yes. And we had the opportunity to take a piece of that cake to bring a little awareness and funds as well to Dominica. And the Prime Minister fumbled the bag with
Unpaid checks. The government of a country with over $6.4 billion unspent for the period 2016 to 2023.
2016 to 2023 is 7 years, you guys. But we know that that person that is a control build Dubai, build 28 story with four story packet and luxury packet. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
Is unable to pay its bills and do the nation's business, while the country's passport money brings mansions, millions, and prime real estate in the capital to a chosen few.
A chosen few. Who for the bright yellow building, yellow and blue building now? Who for it now? Who for it, guys? Look at here, it have a building going up for, I don't know, alleged building going up for Joseph Isaac. They say Joseph Isaac vehicle is a representation of Dominica. Yet still you can't buy a proper vehicle, but you, guess what, let me, boy, building eco, boy, allegedly.
Money to host the T20 Cricket World Cup. No money to fix the capital city of Roseau. No money for the geothermal power plant. No money for hospital supplies. No money for tuition for students studying overseas.
That's how them people didn't, I was just mentioning, them people didn't put education on the budget. Boy, go and look for education in the budget and tell me how much money is being, go and look for it. Go and look for the amount of money to spend for education for 2023, 2024. Go ahead, brothers and sisters. Let me know how much money. Because I look for it, I don't see it. Maybe my eyes are cataract. Well, born that before I keep saying that my eyes get cataract. Brothers and sisters, I have cataract, okay? But you get my point. Maybe I watch it and I don't see. Maybe you guys seen better than me. Help me out, brothers and sisters. Help me out, man.
There's no money to create jobs, no money for the paupers. The government is taking from paupers allowance to pay itself increased salaries.
Boy. Brothers and sisters, remember when gas prices went down? You remember when gas prices went down, brothers and sisters? You know, after 2 weeks, it go back up. It was 13 something, now it's now 14 something, brothers and sisters. Check your gas prices. I myself didn't notice that when I check about it a while, but to me, when I put in thing, I get in lazy. When I watch it, I see gas prices go up. I say, but see my crosses, how in 2 weeks? Don't be not even a month now. Not even a month that passed, no gas. Hey, 2 weeks pass, boy, and that thing does go back up. I wouldn't be surprised if it go back up to 15, eh? Because they want monies, and the best way for them to get monies is from whom? The people. They cannot get the monies apparently that overseas being handled by one man who apparently are here taking the Prime Minister to court on that basis. Now, if they cannot get the CBI monies, brothers and sisters, who you think they're going to target? Who? Them people increase their salaries from since the time the Prime Minister come in 2004 to now. I believe these salaries have increased by 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times these people increase their salaries, we. But that is something else, we. Who you think the government, are the government working for the people or the people working for the government? You ever ask yourself that question? Are the people working for the government or the government working for the people?
The NEP workers on time.
NEP workers, what? I think they're going to cut the NEP workers in half next month, brothers and sisters. That's what a little birdie told me. I don't know if it's true, but I guess in time we'll see.
Hélas, Papa Bontier, government takes people's land for the international airport. passport money front loading and downloading from our end and their end, but people
and then people don't get paid. Boy, I don't blame. I will not pay these people either. I remember when the Wednesday workers went in solidarity with the people out there saying, hey guys, these people have not gotten paid. If two show up, that was plenty, brothers and sisters. Not the Wednesday workers issue that dinner. They're going to bring light to the issues and they'll be expecting the people to come in and they're staying quiet. Then people don't show up now. I see the other day they are meeting talking about that. Wait still. $1.3 billion to build the airport, not true? Gasa, if you don't know, boy, if you don't know what corruption is, boy, if you don't know what corruption is.
But people owed for their properties and not getting paid.
Why?
Checks in their names at the treasury gathering, thus government cannot hand out the checks.
The government don't have money. We brokes. Not true. Well, not we, no. I'm not in it.
Checks because there is no money available to government from the $6.4 billion belonging to the people that government has unlawfully placed under private foreign control.
MMCE. I remember one particular partner came on MO News, a white fella. He moved to Dominica for 20-something years, I believe. He have his children and everything in Dominica. On the land. They buy their land, you know. Whoop, whoop. MMC come in and tell him, and we'll tell you where your land boundary is. Boy, that is the audacity. That is the unmitigated gall, boy.
They're service providers owed by government. They're struggling. They have to take loans from the bank to be able to buy goods and services to do the projects government has contracted them to do.
Because let's say everything Lennox in their lie. Let's see everything. Go and work for the government and then you let me know when you get paid, okay? Go and contract with the government and let me know when you get paid. Okay? All right then. You think it's not that serious? Okay.
The government will not pay them, but the government will take from the money the government owes them to pay the government for taxes claimed by the government.
Yes, sir.
You owe me. You're not paying me, but you pay
me. I remember when they brought out the whole business thing, brothers and sisters. And somebody I know went for a loan or whatever they was giving. Not loan, not grant they was giving. So you have to register your business and everything like that. Register your business. They give you a grant and stuff for brothers and sisters. The business never make a dime in the economy. It never make a dime in the economy. Next you, friend getting letter that he have to pay tax. Boy, his business don't make a dime, you know. Trying to do things, set up things and so forth, paying set up people overseas and all those kind of things there. So that the stuff that he was doing could organize. They sending letter telling me owing tax. I think it's a 1,000 something in tax. Not a dime the man make. But they wanted money coming.
Paying yourself from the money you owe me?
World Bank, I don't understand this thing there. And it's not even from Dominica the money come from, nah. Not Dominica the money come from. Grant from overseas. Boy, Dominica in trouble, we boy. That's our last.
You are the government. You allow them to buake $6.4 billion of the people's money from you. You owe endless people that owe people that owe people that owe people.
And it's the people he going to make pay these people. That's why gas prices go up. What else could it be, brothers and sisters? How other Caribbean islands gas prices don't fluctuating like Dominica own? Huh? So they have to find ways and means to say, how can we make money and let's make money on the people? The Prime Minister doesn't say, boy, let me take that $60,000 to $70,000 I get in a month for me to stay in the apartment for the rental accommodation, for me to, ease up the people. You raise your salary on top of that, you're still getting $60,000 to $70,000 a month. But I hope that stop here. I hope, but Dominic, boy, who?
So people must be brokes.
Yep.
Everybody must be brokes. The question is, what are the brokes, broke and broken people going to do about it?
Not a thing. Not a thing. They're going to hope for somebody else to try to do something about it. Then when that somebody doing something about it, they're going to protest against that person to make it to the masters believe that, hey, we are on your side. And when nothing happens, they go back quiet. In their hole, crying, barely griping, grot or talk, the barely making. Grot, not some of all you barely making. Boot up, man, yes, man. You know, you're looking grok, and the grok. Some of all you barely making boot up. Yes, man. Big boot up. You sweat drumline that playing inside your stomach. Boot up, boot up. All right, then.
We'll sing the anthem of Brooks people for Carnival 2024.
Oh, yes.
But then we must get down to the 2024 action agenda of serious Brooks people.
Brothers and sisters, man going to be singing song about they Brooks during the Carnival time. We Brooks, Auntie Brooks, Uncle Brooks, Nenen Brooks, everybody Brooks. They're going to be chipping to it, brothers and sisters. Chipping everybody Brooks. Themselves, they're talking about in the song, we. And they dancing to it, we Brooks. Guys, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. Tune in for the next reaction I'll be doing a bit later on today. On the Mr. Leaks reaction. I got that link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And of course, with that said, definitely smash that like button. I would appreciate that. Give the video a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe and turn on that post notification. Click the notification bell so you pretty much get notified when I drop all my videos right there and then. So, Mr. Leaks on this here, BrBpTV. Remember, guys, be real, be positive.